think one of the hottest takes that I hold is that too many men really don't realize how damaging it is for them to rack up a ton of bodies and get a lot of women. And when I say that, most men will say something about biology or ancestors, it's different, keys and locks, all that jazz. And the thing is, we can argue about that all the doodah day, but that's nothing more than a distraction for the real problem, which is that you gotta realize what it normally takes for a guy to be hyper successful when it comes to getting women like that. Like 90% of guys are not of the caliber of man that are gonna have women throwing themselves at him or even making the first move. So if the average guy wants to rack up a ton of bodies like that, then he's going to have to consistently approach and meet tons and tons of women, which means that he's probably going to be taking at least a decent amount of emotional and romantic rejection just like straight to the face. Now that decent amount of rejection from people that you're interested in is inevitably going to weigh on you and your self-confidence. And when that happens, the most common answer we have for those guys is to just stop caring. Stop caring what all those women think about you and what they say about you, and just put up this wall where you become numb to their opinions. Then, once we have that emotional wall up, we just slap the label of confidence on it and call it a day. But you have to recognize that apathy to the opinions of others isn't confidence. It's just a defense mechanism for your confidence. The thing is, I don't care who you are, unless you're a literal sociopath, then having tens to hundreds of people say that you are not good enough to date is gonna weigh on you. And yet, the way that too many men defend against that is to say that the opinions of those people do not have worth in their eyes. But when you do that, you just hurt everybody, including yourself, in ways that you're probably not aware of. It hurts women in reinforcing the belief that it's in a man's best interest to just invalidate her opinion of him. And it also reinforces the belief that women are numbers because it's a numbers game and therefore they're just things. And the wild card is the way that it hurts men as well. Because at the bottom of this slippery slope, you often find this emotional wall is now up. You have this really convoluted viewpoint towards women and their opinions, and you probably also equate your self-worth to your ability to get all these women and probably your ability to perform in bed. And each of those beliefs are almost directly cited by the American Psychology Association as some of the most damaging beliefs that men can hold towards their own mental health. Like, you know, these fun stats and figures that we often love to cite when we talk about men's mental health? Yeah, there have been multiple surveys and studies that have shown a strong correlation between those things and the beliefs that I just listed. Now, this isn't to say that the guys that hook up with a ton of women are the ones responsible for things like men's really high self-destruction rates. But it is to say that the dots are there and they're already being connected by people a lot smarter than you and I. And what those dots are telling us is that simply because your role in a game is different than that of others doesn't mean that the rules of that game don't still apply to you. Which does mean that even if you're a man, carelessly giving your mind and your body to countless people is going to damage you way more than you think.
Women only fall in love with one man, and then every man after that, she's just tolerating him. So for example, you can have a conversation with a woman that's 25, 35, 45, 55, no matter how old she is, still to this day, she's going to either be talking about or she's going to be complaining about that man that she fell in love with. Why? Because that's the man that she truly wants to be with. That's the man that she cannot get over. That's the man that she wishes everything would have worked out with. Still to this day, she'll answer the phone when he calls. She'll text him back. She'll meet up with him and still have conversations with him. She'll still even go see him and have occasional sex here and there. Why? Because that's the man that she truly wants to be with. So I'm sorry to tell you, if you are the man that comes behind that man, I'm trying to tell you some real shit. You are the cleanup man. You will never get the best version of that woman, no matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you make more money than him. It doesn't matter if you look better than him. It doesn't matter if you marry her. It doesn't matter if you fuck her better. It doesn't matter if you boss her up. You cannot compare to the dude that she's in love with and the dude that she quote unquote used to be in love with. A woman's always going to compare and contrast. Why do you think that a woman can be in a relationship with a man for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and then every single man after that, the relationship only lasts 6 months, a year, maybe 2 years max, because she's always going to be in love with that man? The perfect example is, I don't know if y'all ever seen a movie Casino. Sam Rothstein and Ginger. Sam did everything that he can do to make that woman happy. He was a millionaire, billionaire dude that owned a lot of casinos in Las Vegas. He bought her a house. He bought her a private jet. He gave her a monthly allowance of about $100K. He gave her a baby. He gave her a ring. He gave everything to a woman that she could want. But no matter what he did for her, she always was thinking about her ex. She was always talking about her ex. She always called him. She always went to go see him. Even the day of her wedding, she was crying on the phone with her ex-husband. Her ex-boyfriend, saying that she didn't really want to do this. She really want to be with him. That's how most women are. They will never get over their ex-boyfriend, or they will never get over their high school sweetheart or the man that gave them babies. So I'm here to tell you as a man. Also, one more example. G Herbo and Ari. No matter what G Herbo does, he moved on. She still to this day. She throwing shots at him. She throwing shots at his girlfriend. She always got something slick to say about them. It's still rumors that they still mess with each other. Why? Because as a man, you cannot compare to the man that she's truly in love with. So I'm going to give all the fellas some advice right here. If a woman been in a 5, 10, 15-year relationship, or if she ever been in love, just know that you can't compare to that man no matter what you do. She's always going to be in contact with him, and she ain't going to do nothing but tolerate you or use you to get over him, and she never going to get over him.
You said that men have to earn their egos and
Yes.
women do not need to earn their egos.
Because women are born with value and men are not. Men have to create their value.
Not all women are born with value.
Yes, they are. Because the thing is that the things that make a woman attractive, she's born with: her youth, her beauty, etc. When a girl becomes, 18, 19, 21, she can go ahead and get attention from multimillionaires that busted their ass to create that value. Men and women are not the same. Men have to become attractive. Women just are attractive if they don't let themselves go.
I'm not trying to fall in love with no girl anymore. I don't have a trust that they're not going to leave me anymore. I don't care how many tattoos they have of me. I don't care what they say about me. I know the goddamn truth. And this time around, now that I'm in this position again, let me show you what I can do with this logic. I will cut everything to pieces and create a brand new world for myself.
In today's episode of Shitty Things That Women Do, meet the mom of two who was married for 14 years and then decided to leave her husband for a man that didn't want anything to do with her because she made it all up in her fucking head. Yeah. Meet Amanda. Amanda was married for 14 years. She and her husband of 14 years were having a little bit of a rocky moment. And that can happen. Anything after 14 years is a bit rocky. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't do that. So whatever. I digress. So she says, hey, I'm going to go with you on your work conference. Seems innocent enough, right? Trying to rekindle the spark. Well, Amanda was having dinner with her husband and his coworkers at the conference and decided to play eye games with Jason. Then they went on a romantic walk while her husband was at said conference and they kissed a little bit. Well, this was enough for her to leave her husband without letting Jason know. And when she let Jason know, he said no. Now, we didn't see that coming now, did we? Did we?
Do you believe that men and women are equal?
I think that they should be equal, but I think that men don't view women and men as equal.
I agree.
So you said you feel like they should be equal, but in reality, are men and women equal?
No.
Men don't view women as equal, but they should be equal.
Well, we're not equal. I mean,
Why?
essentially,
Do you think that you're better than me?
I don't. See,
Do you think that you're better than me?
I never said I was better than you.
You just did.
I said that we're not equal.
Why?
Because I have a penis and you have a vagina.
What does that fucking matter?
That means we're different. Wouldn't you agree?
But why does that make you better than me?
I said we're not equal. I'm not better than you.
But equal means that we're in the same playing field. By you saying that you have a penis, that you're saying that you're better than me.
By me saying I have a penis, I'm saying I have a penis.
Okay, so do you think that you're better than me?
No, I just said I don't think I'm better than you.
So, but do
I
you
just think
that
we're not
equals?
equal. No, we're not.
Why?
Because we like different things and we're different people.
People getting mad at me because I said I would leave my girl if she get big. I'm a dead ass tell you all. And this has...
I've seen so many women stitch this video like, yeah, well, when that hairline go, I'm gone. Y'all act like getting fat is inevitable. He specified in that video, I'm not talking about childbirth or anything like that. He's saying simply letting go. That's it. I have been so desensitized to women getting fat over the years and just not caring about their appearance that y'all think is normal. You do know you can live your entire life without gaining a significant amount of weight. You get in so much trouble on this internet now for telling people to be healthy. Don't get me wrong, for a lot of men, right? The hairline is inevitable. It's gonna go. But getting fat, you just ate too much consistently over the years?